When you're a high scorer like that, you have a lot of defensive deficiencies. And that's one thing we're going to have to correct with some of these players is going forward is for these players to play in the National Hockey League, to get a chance to play, they have to be able to survive defensively in the game. High-end skill. You know, he's going to be a franchise player for the Kraken. We just saw snippets of his game a little bit, kind of getting his feet wet a little, but you could see that the head, the skill, it's there. He's a puck possession player. If you look at him, he's very confident with the puck. He's got great poise with the puck, and he's got no panic point. Time and space is going to be a lot quicker, and it's going to shrink a lot quicker. So he's got to learn to make those plays a little quicker, get around pucks, and that's going to come with time, right? So, but he is a special player, and you can see that with him on the ice. He just, you know, he's plays at a pace, and he doesn't seem to panic with the puck. So I'm really looking forward to see his growth over the next few years. For him particularly, he did a really good job of there's one point I made about rolling into pucks, making plays on the wall. And in the second game, I have one clip where he did a great job getting off the wall, joining the rush. So it shows me that there's a bit of a hockey IQ there. And that's what you want to see. You're not going to value him on the outcome or the points or goals or assists. It's about the little things, not just for him, but everybody in general. He's got to work on getting stronger, getting a little bit bigger, maybe putting on 5 or 10 pounds so he can go into those battles. And then the second thing is teaching the player how to survive those battles, use his size to his advantage. He's smaller, get underneath guys. We don't expect him to run anybody over, but he can dart in and dart out. I think a great example for him is Braden Point with Tampa. You know, that should be a player that he models his game off of, and Braden Point does a pretty good job. Ferks is a high-end offensive player. He's fearless. He goes to those hard areas, which I've seen in 2 games. So we're really looking forward to his development in CV. We know the offense is going to be there. So I thought as the 2 games went along for Jagger, he paid attention to some of the little structure details of his game defensively and allowed him to be a little bit more successfully offensively. We used him on the penalty kill. So those are some of the areas that it's going to be a learning experience for these kids. When you're a high scorer like that, you have a lot of defensive deficiencies. And that's one thing we're going to have to correct with some of these players is going forward is for these players to play in the National Hockey League, to get a chance to play, they have to be able to survive defensively in the game. For any high-end player, David Goyette's a great example coming out of OHL. He's a high-end scorer, and we're going to have to, you know, incorporate some defensive structure into his game to allow him to survive, to get those chances to go on the offense.